I'm the Mechanite, and I'm about to lose my mind. I'm attempting a no bonfire run in Dark Souls. That means if a single hollow kills me, I lose hours of progress and respawn at Firelink Shrine. One mistake, and it's all over. Let's see how long it takes for me to beat this game. After a long night of drinking, I wake up in jail. I break out, open some doors, grab my shield, axe, and flasks. I plunge attack this asylum demon, and I give him a couple spanks on the booty. Finally free, I head to the cliff and hitch a ride to Firelink Shrine. Once I arrive, I grab some humanity and I kill Petrus because he sucks. I make my way up to the Undead Burg, taking out enemies without a problem. Stopping at the Undead Merchant, I decide to buy some firebombs and I continue making my way through. Kill the Black Knight and get some Titanite chunk. I get hit by the flaming barrel and almost die, but it's okay. I finally make my way to the Taurus demon, plunge attack him, and do some great damage. For this fight, it's pretty easy. I just stand behind him, hit him, and he dies. Simple as that. Once I get to the bridge with the Hellkite Drake, instead of stopping like a smart person and kicking down the ladder, I decide to run across. You can see how that went. I make my way back from Firelink through the Undead Burg yet again. This time, however, I go under the bridge like a smart person. I beat up some rats and get to the parish. Once there, I decide to go ahead and start prepping my dinner by making some Boston butt. I continue on through, almost die, but it's okay. I backsmack this Boulder Knight and I die. Starting back at Firelink again, I make my way through the Undead Burg, this time going up the ladder. I get my revenge, and I grab the Knight Shield that I'll never use. I make my way to Andre, upgrade my weapon, and think about lighting this bonfire. I take out the big guy, and it's time for the Bell Gargoyle. I'm doing pretty good, doing some great damage, and I think I can get him on my first try. However, they decide to gang up on me and spam their fire breath attack, and I die. Back at Firelink, I go towards the Undead Parish elevator, but I forget that I never sent it down in the first place. These rats kick me off the ledge, and I die. My second attempt goes much better. I end up killing them, make my way to the top, and I ring the first bell. From there, I head to the Undead Burg, take out some dogs and some ninjas, and take on the Capra Demon. I get stuck in the corner here, but my spider shield that has 100% physical resistance, thankfully, helps prevent me from dying, and I get through the Capra Demon and get the key to the depths. I get my throat slit not once, but twice by this assassin, and die again. I start back from Firelink yet again, and I just won't say anything here. I'll let you watch and enjoy. I died. I get back to the Burg, take out the dogs and the ninjas, kill the butcher, and the reason I came down here is to get the large ember from this chest so I can upgrade my weapon even further. When I get back to Firelink, Petrus' friends decide to tag team me and are giving it to me from the front and the back. But like a good man, I take it and finish them. I then kill this lady because she drops 7 humanity, and if I run out of Estus flasks, I can use those to heal. I go to Andre, upgrade my weapon some more, and then curl up like a ball to go back to the asylum. However, it's not a warm welcome as I die immediately upon arrival. I decide it's not worth it and just go to Blighttown instead. Once here, I don't stop and attack anybody. I don't do anything. I just run straight through to get to Quelaag. Once I get home to mommy, the fight's not too difficult. I just hit her once or twice and back away. After doing that for about 5 minutes, she goes down and I ring the second bell. I decide to make my way to Sin's fortress and get attacked by the welcoming party. Once inside, I don't know what I do here. I fall off the ledge into the Titanite demon pit, thankfully surviving, and make my way up the ladder. I watch this lizard get hit by a boulder. Then these lizards watch me get hit by a boulder. I make the jump and buy some large Titanite shards for my friend here. I kill this giant so he's not throwing fireballs at me, and thankfully it's the only time I kill any giant in this playthrough. Now it's time for the Iron Golem. I come in, run between his legs, and start hitting him. I'm not doing much damage, but I know if I stay behind him, I'll be okay. I die. I make the run all the way back, go between his legs, and I get grabbed not once, not twice, not even 3 times. 4 times he grabs me, and of course on the 4th time, right before I'm fixing to kill him, I die. I go back to the Berg and grab the golden resin, and it makes this fight so much easier. I'm able to take him out without even getting hit once. I get to Anor Londo, ride the elevator down, take out the gargoyle, and make my way through the Painter's Church. You'll never guess what happens. That's right, I die. I decide to go to New Londo, and I kill Harry Potter so I can go ahead and get the key to the seal and drain the water. I do this because I want to grab the very large ember. I end up making out with the locals. Run back and grab the very large ember. I exit through the Valley of the Drakes, make my way all the way back to Anor Londo. This time, I take my time and I head down the ladder and through the fog. I take out another gargoyle, and I now have 3 gargoyle helms. I take out these enemies one by one, parry this Black Knight to death, and take some unnecessary fall damage. Once I get inside, I don't stop for anything at all. I run straight through, as if I die here, I really don't want to do this run back again. I do stop here and admire this painting for a second. I find out I can't upgrade my weapon any further, and it takes me so long to kill the giant blacksmith. I do regret it. It is very sad. However, he does drop his hammer, and it is lightning infused, so I grab it. I do go down and grab Havel's gear so I have some extra poise. Go to Andre, upgrade the giant blacksmith hammer, and I kill this Titanite demon for his demon Titanite that I will never use. I go to Darkroot to grab the Grass Crest shield, and I die to this Black Knight. I make my way back down, back to Darkroot, and decide to test out this hammer on the local. I manage to kill the Black Knight, grab the shield, and then make my way to Havel. I should be strong enough by now to be able to take him out pretty easy. I don't think I'm gonna die here at all. I do die. Not once. Not even twice. I die to him 3 times. I finally get the parry on him, but of course, I miss the riposte. I manage to get around him and backsmack him to death. I equip his ring even though I don't even wear his armor for the majority of the playthrough. I grab 99 throwing knives, 99 firebombs, and 500 arrows for no reason. I also won't be using these at all. I head back to Sin's Fortress, bait out the lizard men, and use their own traps against them. Run through the pendulums one more time. I just want to test out the damage on my weapon. It is pretty good, and I feel great killing with it. I make my way back to beautiful Anor Londo. I mean, just look at this view. I get ready for the ONS fight, and as I get down, I die. I finally managed to get in, and it's going pretty good. I'm taking out the lightning-resistant boss with a lightning weapon. I avoid their attacks with ease, and even toss a firebomb, even though I completely whiff it. And then I die. I don't even put all my deaths in here. I died to them, I would say, 10 times. I even put on Havel's gear, and I still die. I die some more. At some point, I managed to take out Ornstein, and now it's time for the 1v1 against Smo. I come in swinging, doing some good damage, avoiding his attacks, but he booty blasts me and kills me. I die a couple more times. At some point, take out Ornstein again and die immediately. I managed to kill him, go and get the Lord Vessel from Mommy, and it's time to take on Sif. I fat roll, get between Sif's legs, and that's where I plan to stay for the majority of the fight so I don't die. It doesn't work. I get butt booty naked so I can fast roll instead. And die. On my third attempt, I stay between Sif's legs and use my heavy jumping attack to make quick work of her. Sif goes down, and I get the Covenant of Artorias. I can finally take on the Four King. There's not much to say about this fight. I did die to them one time. On my second attempt, I take them out. This fight's the main reason I wanted Havel's gear, as I can just tank pretty much every hit they throw it. I stay close so they don't spam their magic attacks, but I hit them in the back, so I avoid the grab attack as well. Once they're down, I take a mouth ride from Frampt and place the Lord Vessel at the Firelink altar. I take another mouth ride and realize I can't get out of the abyss without lighting the bonfire. So I go back one more time, and this is the one time I had to warp in the entire game. I think it is justified though, because I'm pretty much soft lock if I don't. I warp back to Firelink and make my way down to the demon runes. I take out the ceaseless discharge, kill the locals, and get naked because I run so slow in Havel's armor. The demon fire sage fight isn't anything crazy. I stay behind him like I did the asylum demon and slap him in the butt till he's dead. I emote on him, and it's time to take on the centipede demon. After healing from rolling in the lava, I die immediately. And this is the worst run back I've experienced so far. My second time with the centipede demon, I get the orange charred ring during the fight, and I manage to take him out. I heal up, kill this witch, and for the bed of chaos, I do not want to have to run back, so I decide to just cheese it instead. The way to do this, I get naked, equip a bow, shoot the side, save and quit, slide back down, go to the left, and then I shoot this side. I save and quit one more time and slide back down, this time with my giant's hammer. I run in full force, slightly off to the right, and roll. Thankfully, I land on the branch first try, and I sprint and pray. I destroy the foliage and take out the insect thing at the center. This is another area that I can't leave without lighting and warping from the bonfire, so I bend the rules slightly and use a homeward bone instead to come back to Firelink. With the first Lord Soul taken care of, I decide to take on Nito next. I head down to the catacombs, do some parkour, and kill Pinwheel in 4 hits. I don't need a lantern, as I know my way around the Tomb of the Giants pretty well. I run through the catacombs one more time and finally make my way down. I stick to the walls so I don't fall off, and finally find the ladder hole that takes me to the light. I kill this lizard for some twinkling titanite that I'll never use. Nito's not too difficult. I just wait until he attacks, run in, give him a smack, and take down some of his skeletons with it. With the Nito down, I now have 2 Lord Souls. I head to the Duke's archives and try to parry this boar, but I fail horribly. I try to butt smack him, but I can't get the hit in. I make my way up, kill the Crystal Man here, and it's time for the fight with C. This is of course a scripted death, but thankfully I spawn in a jail cell. I smack the lizard, grab my key, and get out. This is probably one of my, if not my favorite areas in the entire game. I love this whole staircase sequence, and I love killing these octopus things. They're just so fun to hit. I make my way up the ladder, open the chest, and grab the giant door key. In the Duke's Archives, I spin some stairs around and make my way through the crystal cave to Seath. This boss fight, there was nothing special about it, no good moments. I just stick to his tails and hit them till he's dead. After that, I place the Lord Souls in the Lord Vessel, and it's time for Gwyn. He's pretty easy to parry, and I get a couple parries in before I get smacked and die. Thankfully, this is my last death in the entire game. I switched to my axe because it does slightly more damage. This fight has some great music, but the fight itself is pretty boring. The entire time, I just wait for him to swing, parry, and riposte. Gwyn goes down, and I decide to link the fire because I haven't unlocked that achievement yet, and that's it. So yes, you can beat Dark Souls without resting at a single bonfire. You do, however, have to warp from Firelink Altar and use a homeward bone to get out of the Bed of Chaos arena. I did die over 30 times, so I definitely would never do this again. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see in the comments below.